Hello everyone and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. In the last session we made it to Sunfall. We rescued King Itamen. Well, you know, not actual king, but their king Itamen and his mother, and returned him to actual king Avad back in Meridian. Fought our first corrupted Thunderjaw. And now we are back. We are heading in to do Deep Secrets of the Earth. We're going to the Grand Balcony and infiltrating this joint. And I'm very, very excited to see how this is going to go.
This is insane.
The balustrade.
Now Edamon's been snatched
It's a
away?
short drop from there.
How much must we endure?
Oh yeah? What is this? Like just a viewing deck thing for the Sunring? There's no way that we don't have a fight in there. We just must. We have to. Hop, 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 hop. Wait. Oh, there we go. I was like, wait, did I fuck something up?
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Sus.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Cool. Okay, I think we're good. Just stick that smoothly through that wood there.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
Holy shit, man. This is huge. This is the place. This is the Zero Dawn facility.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way.
Shut up.
Hey! Elizabeth Stoback here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
What the fuck?
You have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Yeah, this must be crazy for Silence as well. Like, literally, he spent his entire life. Like, we've been doing this for what? I don't know how much time has supposed to have passed in the game right now, but like, let's say tops like a month that we've been doing this. He's been doing it his entire life and never being able to actually get anywhere important because of the doors like blocking him out that we can access because of whatever we are. Like some kind of version of Elizabeth. Like, I don't know. Who knows if maybe we're a robot ourselves. That would be funny.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Holy shit, I'm so excited. Another incident. From lounge staff to admin. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we've already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need to help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. The candidates. Most of the candidates are calm and well behaved, but there are exceptions. We need support too. From reception staff to admin. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing Zero Dawn candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators, the Lang bots are not sufficient. Language bots, I assume that's short for. And mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome, perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. So what are these candidates here for? Zero Dawn needs to be tested by potential candidates, but they're not saying test subjects. They're saying candidates as though it's like something that will work for some people and not others. Like you have multiple candidates when there's something that only one person can do. Whereas if it was test subjects, then they'd all be able to test whatever the thing is. So it's something more exclusive, is what I'm getting from that.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Okie dokie. How is there a supply crate down here with stuff like sparkers and metal shards and wood and everything when no one's been able to get in here since the fucking machines came on everyone? Restock or else. From lounge staff to admin. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Oh, that's good. That's good. Soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Yeah, that'd be a bit of a yikes.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Just waiting my turn. We're going into that room next. Oh, the room that I hear screams coming from. Oh, I'll just be off then.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Oh shit. Oh
Welcome
shit.
to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here.
This is very coolly
Zero
presented,
day.
but
The day that life on Earth ceases to exist.
we knew
is
pretty much
coming
all of
fast. It cannot be stopped.
what we
The
don't
hope
know
of
is what Zero Dawn actually
that
is.
something new might come after.
What they're actually doing
But I will
here.
leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That was a very cool presentation, though. Pretty much just laying out everything that we'd already worked out from the previous things we'd seen. Like, all the breadcrumbs for that we already were given them.
Sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
I guess that's why there were screams. People realizing that there was no saving humanity. But yeah, so okay, and let me theorize then. So that confirmed everything we thought. That I can't remember if we were explicitly. I think we saw a conversation between that general and Elizabeth before, which pretty much said that Enduring Victory is just a fake thing, just getting people to throw away their lives to buy time for these guys. I'm pretty sure that was something we actually saw. That wasn't just us guessing. Do we have any new information about what Zero Dawn could be? Not really. I can't really... There's nothing more I can really speculate on that I didn't already know. I guess it's just... I guess something that I'm realizing now, which I hadn't fully comprehended before, was that it's not just that they're killing people, it's that they're destroying all, like they're making the planet completely barren. It would just be a lifeless rock, as he said, which obviously we were told that they eat biomass and everything, so that's something you could totally think of before, but I just hadn't really considered the fact that obviously there's still plenty of greenery. Like, yeah, some of it's fucking, you know, desert and barren. But equally, some of it is lush forests and everything. So, and it is a very hard cutoff between where it goes from one to the other. So was Zero Dawn some kind of terraforming thing somehow? But then it's also like the reseeding of life. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Next room. Let's keep going. I love this shit, man. This is just... Oh, yes. Oh, that is a lot.
They got in. Through the vents.
Sussy!
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
Your mum's a tomb. What's over here? Wait, am I the sussy one now? Is there just 3 of them? Nice. No one else I'm missing, right? It is literally just this guy left. Oh. I forgot there's a wall there. It's very obvious from the other side, but it's kind of, you can see straight through it on that side. Yeah, come check that out. Surprise, bitch!
Good. We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Okay. Let's start from here. Interview, Suzanne Alpert.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in
The what
2051,
team?
just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Okay, are they all going to be interviews? Counselor guidelines, okay. For debriefing after presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they've received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly, but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available on your focus, security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. So they're only allowed to proceed to presentation 2 if they're deemed to be sufficiently stable. However, there is no way in hell that they'd let someone watch presentation 1 and then return to the world. So what the fuck do they do with them if they deem them not sufficiently stable? Do they just lock them up? Because it's not like they'd go, yeah, by the way, this is all lies. You're not continuing? Okay, well, back to your families then. Let's spread the word that enduring victory is a bunch of bullshit, you know? Like, they just wouldn't let that happen. So, very curious. That one's, okay. What have we got here? Another interview? Interview Captain Okilo.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo. Are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
That's something else. They said it would take half a century or something? Didn't they? Did they say half a century or did they say like 5 centuries? I mean, it doesn't matter. The point was that they'd be wiped out before it happened. However, obviously, whatever Zero Dawn is, they found a way to preserve the biosphere and have human life continue in some fashion later on. So, did they also have this, like, code cracking thing running in the background all that time to find the code that can shut down the machines? You would assume that if that was something, you'd assume that they would do that, right? So that someone, me, perhaps, maybe I'm the solution. Like, they find someone who will be born or whatever, however I'm here, who can then discover everything and then put that code into action to shut down the machines, you know, now. But again, I'm still not fully considering the fact that, like, the machines are only those 3 types. The machines that are wiping out the world are just the Deathbringers, the Corruptors, and the fucking long tentacle boys. So all of the robots since then are new. And what does that have to do with it all? Oh man, I love these questions. There's so many questions, and I just know it's going to be satisfying answers because every little, like, reveal so far has been super satisfying and then led to more questions and then more satisfying reveals. I just think they've done such a good job. Okay, interview Ron Felder. Whoops, wrong button.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious.
Okay, Ron Felder's out his mind.
Literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Okay, so that dude clearly wasn't paying attention to the presentation. Presentation very clearly stating, we can't go to space. That dude. You're going to space then? Wait, is that one? Wait, there's an upstairs. Interview Brad Andak.
Who previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines.
Oh, you bet you're feeling shit.
I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, When you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Yeah, you really should have fucking thought that one through, you fucking idiot. Travis Tate.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
Up the
I
arse.
believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Just go. You're a dickhead. Please get the fuck out of my room. Interview Tom Peach. Peach?
Is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them? Not just people. All organic matter. Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pate wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
That is one angry man. Just want to check there's no additional dialogue to any of these. No. Or not dialogue, you know what I mean. Text things. There is not. Okay, now, how do we get up above this? Oh, up the ladder. That'll do it. Hello? She's refusing to jump up. Oh, there we go. That was weird. I had to be, like, on the left-hand side of the ladder? Interview Dr. Sue Vey.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin.
They're getting a fucking
strange.
wide range of the
And
human
General
race.
Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped. Why tell us this?
She has a PhD in
There are
art
people
history
in
and museum
Shanghai,
studies.
My friends, my family, they have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Because they're storing the knowledge it's either storing the knowledge for future people to find, but I think it's going to be more than that. It's going to be like templates of people or something. Like they want they can't just, like, template one person and then have that be the human race. They want a wide range of people and a wide range of experiences and a wide range of knowledge on all different kinds of things, from, like, art history for her to the monk she mentioned to, like, shitty fucking CEOs, probably, like that one dude that was the counselor was just like, just go. Like they want a broad spectrum to work with.
I can't spare the weight.
Aye, onwards.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Is this going to be Sobek?
Sobek.
Oh boy, here we go.
Bad news, and it's all
here
true.
we go.
The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Okay.
What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start.
Hephaestus, however you pronounce
We
it.
don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs.
Holy shit.
But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about.
Oh shit, that's what I was saying.
And build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes.
Okay, well that bit has
It's
not
an
happened.
Impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
That is a fucking excellent pitch, Elizabeth. Silence, you got anything to fucking say?
Whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes, by a machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
Yeah.
And Hephaestus taking over Cyan.
Oh!
As confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Man, I am so glad I did Frozen Wilds when I did. Because otherwise that line could not have existed, right? And I wouldn't have known... That's so interesting. They actually changed the main story quests if you have knowledge from the Frozen Wilds. That's so cool. Because yeah, Hades was probably on that list, right? I saw Hephaestus, and that was like, oh, holy shit, Hephaestus, right? Well, that's gone wrong because he's obviously turned bad. And I was focused on that, and then I was thinking about Apollo and how, okay, well, we've got to the bit where humanity's back, but we have not got any of this knowledge, so what's gone wrong there? And I must have been looking at those ones, and I didn't notice Hades being on that list, but I guess he probably was, and I can watch it back, obviously, in editing. But yeah, of course, it makes sense. Like, oh god, I was just saying, like, I wonder if they were generating those codes whilst everything else was going on to shut it down. Like, why hasn't it happened? But of course it did happen, and I was forgetting that, like, there aren't many of these robots left. It's because they're being brought back now. They were shut down and are being found and dug up and brought back online now, but they were successfully shut down. And the other robots are here for terraforming, which I actually feel like it was a long time ago, but I feel like I may have guessed that. I don't know if I'm just fucking imagining it, but I feel like a heck of a long time ago, we're talking like a month or two, I feel like I said something about them looking like they were doing some terraforming or something. I don't know how all of them fit in. Like, how the fuck does... Well, actually, they don't all fit in. Some of them fit in. Grazers fit in. And, stuff. But some of them are new machines that are being built now exclusively to fuck us. But some of the original ones are there for terraforming purposes. Oh, this is so cool! I love it! Okay, go to processing. What's through here then?